Kyle Davis.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to put that on the record. I know we won't be able to do anything today. So this is the matter of State of Ohio versus Kyle Davis. Case number B1901216. And, all right, Mr. Stevens present for Mr. Davis.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Croswell for State of Ohio. This matter was set for post-conviction warrant return on a community control violation. Your client's not here. Can you tell me the status?
Yes, ma'am. I went to speak with them this morning at 8:30 upstairs, so we can be prepared for court today. They explained to me that he was in COVID isolation. They didn't have any further information about when he'd get in. They didn't have any information about when he would be available. So with the court's permission, we had moved it to next Wednesday, and hopefully we'll be able to accomplish it on that day.
All right, let's see. Do we know when he came into custody?
December 20th, according to the jail records, Your Honor.
I see. All right. So, yeah, let's go ahead and set it, what day did you pick?
Next Wednesday, Your Honor.
The 12th. And, that's at 9 o'clock, and you wait time?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so, if you find out any information, prior to that date, that's not enough time for isolation, let us know beforehand and we'll just continue it.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Do you have a copy of the violation?
I do, Your Honor. The only thing I'm missing is probation's recommendation.
All right,
I don't know if that's available today or not.
I will let you see the recommendation at this time. And then just, hand it back to me.
May I approach?
Sure. Just a second, just a second. All right. Okay,
Thank you, Your Honor.
all right, you're welcome. All right, State of Ohio versus Robert Pryor, case number B2102605 and B2104666. Mr. Carl Lewis for the defendant, Mr. Pryor, and Mr. Nick Croswell for the State of Ohio. These matters are set for pre-trial setting today. I know that your client is in the Justice Center. Mr. Lewis, what's the status?
Good morning, Your Honor. Happy New Year to everyone. Carl Lewis on behalf of Mr. Pryor on both case numbers. If the court would indulge me, we currently have jury trial dates set. I do have before me speedy trial waivers. I'm going to do my best to get over as soon as out of isolation, get signature. I will represent to the court that he does respectfully waive time. Mr. Croswell, I shared with him, I'm working toward resolve this before the jury trial date. So outside of the presence of the court, I will reach out to my colleague, try to get a resolution. I've encouraged my client to enter the plea, but in an abundance of caution, I would ask the court keep the trial date as set, and I'll get this waiver signed as quick as I can.
All right, thank you very much. And it looks like the trial date is April 11th.
Correct.
All right, Mr. Croswell, anything on that?
No.
All right, so Mr. Lewis, your client is also in COVID isolation today, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and do you have any idea how long he's been in?
Your Honor, Ms. Howard was gracious enough to check into that for me. We thought he might have been upstairs. It's day to day. What I've been doing is having my paralegal call, or actually I would check every day before I leave on a couple of my clients. I will place him on my list as well to check daily. The second I get the signature, I'll notify the court and Mr. Croswell, Judge. So I apologize, I cannot tell you exactly the date.
All right, let's continue in 2 weeks, just to be on the safe side.
Yes, Your Honor.
2 weeks, you want to do, January 19th?
Judge, to keep my sparkling personality and smile together, that's a dental appointment at 8 a.m. on the 19th, so I will need another date.
All right,
How about the 20th?
I'll be here smiling.
all right, January 20th, 9 a.m. All right, time is waived, and waive your client's presence, correct?
Respectfully so, Your Honor.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Lewis.
Have a great day, everyone. Thanks, Mr. Croswell.
I'll try to catch it all.
Keep up the good. Aye. My niece actually said. Take care, guys.
All right.
Unless there's a reason.
Did, website policy? Yeah, you did. Did you have that? 'Cause I didn't have it.
Yeah, it's not shit, right?
I would be here, but as long as you tell me, hey, I can show up.
So can you, email me a copy of it?
Yeah.
Because I didn't
I'm
have
not
it.
thinking that's your, yes. Yeah, that's fine, and if you make their offer, call them and run by, then, hey, we're gonna do that, we're gonna get rid of this.
Yeah, it's just hard to get that.
Yeah, just to you.
Let's just set it for it's hard to, yes, we are. It's already, it's already identified. Yeah, it's, hard to.
I usually have to cut on Brad Williams.
He did everything and he turned it off to this.
I'll make a notification.
All right, who do you have ready?
Caleb Hampton now.
All right. This is the matter of State of Ohio versus Caleb Hampton, case number D2103819. Present for Mr. Hampton is Ms. Attorney Blakely and Nick Croswell for the State of Ohio. This matter is set for a clear trial setting, and I know that we have a trial date. Where are we right now? What's the status, Ms. Blakely?
I have received all of the discovery. I was just speaking with Mr. Croswell about this case. I am ready to discuss some sort of plea, but we're not sure if the prosecuting witnesses are going to show up on March 7th. We're kind of in a pickle here.
I see.
I do have a murder jury trial starting on March 7th, so I didn't know if we could pull up the trial date because it's 99% sure will not be a trial. It will be some sort of plea whenever we do show up. I've spoken to my client last ago. So I would ask if we can change it from the March 7th date, even if it's to pull it outside.
Okay.
Is that okay with you? I didn't mention that before. Is that all right?
What's that? Then I'm gonna.
All right, well, it appears we do have some time on speed trial at, time frame. So, we can go to the next month if you want. Ms. Howard, can we change the trial date from March seventh, since Ms. Blakeney has a conflict with that, to either, let's see. Well, let's see.
March 7th. Moving it up,
No, move it 1 month.
wrong up there.
Unless there's another time in March, the end of March.
We could do. In April.
Did your client hear Ms. Sutherland?
He is not sure.
Okay, you waive his presence?
Yes, I waive his presence and request waiving his presence until next, if we have any more pre-trials as well. I have had a lot of contact with him, he lives out of state.
We could do.
Where does he live?
Florida?
Oh, I see.
I don't know why they
For
Florida.
the final pretrial conference, I am gonna set a final pretrial conference day too, once we get the trial date. And then I'm going to require your client's presence, he can be present by Zoom.
Okay. Would I do the Zoom on my phone, or would you guys do Zoom through the board?
We do Zoom here through the court. And our Zoom link is, on the website under my pretrial order.
This is April 4th.
April 4th.
Heaven.
All right, April 4th, trial will be continued from March 7th to April 4th. Jury trial. We need a final pre-trial conference a few weeks before, sometime in March.
Final pre-trial conference, we could do, Wednesday, March the 17th. Thursday, March the 17th.
I can do the day before, I'm hoping to go out of town the 17th.
We typically use them on Thursdays.
I can make it work.
I'll just find out if Thursday or be good.
No, we'll do the 17th.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we probably won't leave until the evening anyway, so we should be.
It's up to you.
Yeah, we'll do it.
All right, March 17th, 9 a.m. And that will be the Zoom conference for your client.
Okay.
Now, I expect you to be present. Your client can appear by Zoom since he lives in Florida.
Yes.
All right, do you waive time?
I will.
All right. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mary.
We'll vacate that March 7th date, please.
Thank you.
All right, Ms. Selby, hi.
Good morning, Madam.
You have Mr. Evans today?
Yes,
All right, are you ready?
no, I just need to go over, he's gonna reveal,
Okay,
he is here, he's in the hall, I just need to go over the paperwork.
okay.
Yes, we, Hey. So there is video of the purchase, maybe we're just going to see him, watch that. So I can just copy it and file it again. It is. What's that? They typically don't. Because you call us a CI, so they, yeah, they call us a CI. What's the Okay, and then you have Villarreal, VILLA, RREAL. Let's see, search warrant number C one. There should be photographs of the, you see the photographs of the marked bills and stuff like that. It looks like the cover, but I haven't received that. I just tried, I need to get a search warrant, that's understandable. It's 2505 there, so. Yeah, that's the biggest thing, like, photographs. Yeah, you can sign up. Sure, wait for. Yeah. We can hear you, all right?
Okay,
I guess it.
good morning.
Your Honor, I did speak with the
Hold
defendant.
on, hold on, sorry. All right, this is the matter of State of Ohio versus Marvin Lear, case number B 2105646. Ms. Penzica, is it Penzica?
Yeah, that's correct.
Is present for Mr. Lear and Nick Croswell for the state of Ohio. This matter is set for a clear trial setting. Ms. Panzika, what would you like to say about the status?
Your Honor, just to start off with Mr. Lear, he does have COVID, he will be over the weekend, so I wasn't going to see if I could waive his appearance for that reason.
Absolutely.
I do believe this is our first clear trial setting. Mr. Croswell has given me a pretty significant amount of paper discovery, and it's my understanding I have to make an appointment with the lead officer on this case in order to see videos of the eye. And then there's also something I want to look into regarding a search warrant being under seal to see if I need to file any motions on that.
All right. So we do have some time on this date of jury trial date in June,
Yes.
June 6th. And so I will continue this 30 days to give you time to get more discovery and see where we are.
That was
Okay?
Thank you.
All right, so let's get that date 30 days out.
February 3rd.
February 3rd is perfect.
All right, so we'll continue this for clear trial setting. February 3rd, 9 o'clock. Wait time?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna put this guy outstanding on it. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, Judge.
Given that we are experiencing increasing numbers of COVID, I'm going to be looking at the calendar to do more Zoom hearings this month to lessen the flow of people coming into the courtroom and to keep everybody safe. So, we will look at that today, Mr. Croswell will let you know, and, yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Keep everybody home and safe. We'll still be able to do court business, we'll just need to. And I think that, folks who want to do pleas and things like that, we'll just set them all, we'll just set the pleas and then we have to come in and do those. But other than that, I think we're going to be needing to do some Zoom hearings.
Okay.
My name is Darren Spade. How are you today?
I'm good, yourself?
Good.
Another one up here, Lawrencine called and I come. Did you get Mr. Hubbard?
Mr. Miller, Herbert Miller.
You need for her.
No.
Herbert Miller Williams?
Oh, I knew that was on today.
Yes.
You know why? Because we have other dates on here. And what happened was, I'm sure Mr. Croswell will remember, we were at sidebar, Casey had been ignored, we all realized he'd been ignored because the lab report didn't come back. In the interim, it did come back, turned himself in, and was released on bond, by Judge Barrett. And I guess he sent this for DSC, but I kind of figured it would be pushed with all the other stuff.
Well, DSC was set December 17th.
I don't know why this was separated, it should be combined with the other case.
All three cases are on for today.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, geez, I didn't
Yeah.
tell her, he doesn't know.
Yeah, well, you can waive his presence, but all three cases are set for today.
I wasn't aware of it, I'm sorry.
No worries.
Well, let me see if he's outside, because maybe he's here.
All right.
He's not in his accustomed seat.
All right, these are the matters of State of Ohio versus Herbert Miller Williams. Case numbers B 2105335A, B 2105080A, and B 2101758. All matters are set for clear trial setting today. Mr. Kyle Ernestine for the defendant, Mr. Nick Croswell for the State of Ohio. Mr. Ernestine, are you waiting your client's questions
Yes,
today?
Your Honor, I apologize, I just have this on my docket today. I thought he said this for trial.
They are all set for trial, April 18th. And so,
Come in a few weeks earlier to see if we can resolve these matters too. Why don't we set these matters for a final pre-trial? And then maybe a couple of weeks before that, see if we can resolve them at that time.
we'll set these matters for a final pretrial conference. I'd like to do it, in March. Just because we won't have any more dates between now and then, and there are 3 cases.
March 22nd, 23rd, 24th, and, oh, I have to use it on the 21st.
Yeah, we'll see what this,
Oh, yeah, we can do the 21st.
March 21st?
That's fine.
All right, March 21st, all 3 cases will be set for final pretrial conference. What time?
Okay, 21st.
21st is even good?
Oh, it is?
Because we have a lot of cases.
We do that.
I have a lot of what,
We'll try,
on the 21st?
we'll usually start on Tuesday. We can do the 21st.
Let's see, what day is the 21st?
Monday.
Yes, all right, March 21st. What time? 9 a.m. You wait time?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, now all 3 cases will be set on that day for final pretrial conference. If, there's gonna be a resolution, I'd like to either do it that day or, just let the court know beforehand.
Understood.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Ernestine, for getting down here so quickly.
Yeah.
This for,
This is Mr. Hunter.
okay, just a
Also
minute.
said comments.
Mr. Croswell, I need to be part of this conversation.
This is not about, I filed a motion last week to reinstate the bond for J1 Hunter, who's also set on that same day. Mr. Hunter had been arrested and charged with the drug possession. He was ignored by the grand jury about a week and a half ago. And what I'm asking the court to do is to reinstate the bond so we can get that out.
The case was ignored?
Yes, ma'am.
I see. All right, well, why don't we, set this, so I don't like to, blindside the prosecutor or the defense, so, can I have that, motion? Let's make a copy for Mr. Croswell, and then, can we put this on, another day to see, let's see.
We had,
Oh, so there's 2 cases pending, so,
yes.
yeah. Sorry, I don't have it before. Thank you for
Well,
Thank you.
absolutely.
Let's see. And we can set for, either tomorrow or Thursday.
either day, like, I'll be here, whichever one you prefer.
Okay.
They're 4s and 5s.
Right.
And I kind of think, it got ignored like 3 days after it was a rain, so I don't think it was bad. We should come up with something. Thursday's one, good.
Ms. Howard, is that what you said, Thursday?
Thursday.
Thursday is, we got a couple of reasons, things like that.
It's okay.
Sure.
Okay, I'll see you then.
All right, Thursday,
Thank
the
you very much.
6th, January 6th, what time?
At, 9:30.
9:30.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you very much.
I'm sorry. What's going on with this kid out there? His name called me yesterday. I said, "Well, here, not knowing that." I didn't realize that.
That's okay.
They had to get up there.
Ready?
Actually, no, can I get a 10-minute recess? I need to run downstairs or something to the first Jim Berry room.
Okay.
Mr. Morgan case up today with Jason Johnson.
Uh-huh.
This is an intimidation of a witness case. I got a call from the prosecuting witness's mother yesterday, victim 17. She asked me if she would be in court tomorrow. I said, you don't need to be there, but we're not coming. Not realizing that the underlying case is downstairs.
Oh.
So I didn't run out to tell the prosecutor I'm there.
Yeah.
And the reason she might not
Oh,
show up
yeah.
the date. So if you don't mind, I'm there, Judge Barry, what's going on?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be asking for a continuance on this, for a pre-trial, so I can try to get the case downstairs as well.
Okay, so, we'll be continuing for theater trial setting, and then we set it for, continue for a status.
For a clear trial setting.
Okay, all right.
Just kind of-
All right, he's out, so we pay you 30 days.
That's
All right, let's go ahead and do that. So that's, Jason Johnson Jr. You wait his presence?
He's on call, but I just,
Okay, defendant present, I just want to make sure that I note that he is present. So let's continue this for clear trial setting, 30 days.
We can do, February 3rd.
that works.
That works?
That works.
That'll be at 9 a.m. wait time.
I would,
Okay.
You can be ready to send your signature.
that's fine. Sorry, I didn't give you a short text.
That's okay.
I was in the middle of a case, I was like, oh,
That's okay.
sure.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
And then Ms. Selby, you're ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, has everyone signed the documents?
I'm sorry.
Has everyone signed off on the documents?
No, Mr. Croswell.
Yes.
And that is Mr. Marshall was the date. He wasn't going to continue. So the traveling. He said he's gonna have to, he said it was, and he said it's gonna have to. Look at that. Thank you. Yes, it's moving some. No? Only thing he has on the schedule for today is today for 3:80. Today for 3:09. Unless he's in juvenile court. Unless he's in juvenile. Just ask him to see if he's not court unless case deal with actually wrong. He said tomorrow. Who was that? Martin, who was that? Roach. Blake? Roach. Oh, Roach. Okay. Oh. Yes. Please. Okay. Wow. Which one? No, I don't have sense of saying. Oh, shit. Mr. Greenberg, you ready?
Good morning, good. Give me just a moment to try to call in my client. My client is not here this morning. This week, let me just see if he's on his way.
Well, why don't we just talk preliminarily, because you can waive his presence if you like.
We'll circle back.
And we got it. Yeah, we got it. Thank you.
Put it on tomorrow. Well, put it on tomorrow. He's locked up, and we have no other way to put it, and I'm not gonna, I said, this person is locked up, and I'm not going to continue his cases because his lawyer has a conflict. So I put it on tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Tell Mr. Malott here at 8:45, as we're squeezing it in. Mr. Roswell Roach, plea that was set for today. Mr. Malott, his attorney,
Yes.
is tied up in a trial, must be either out of county or in juvenile court, and he can't come today.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna continue it till tomorrow for plea since this client is locked up.
Thank you. What do you need?
Underwood,
Yeah.
this is one we got over. Past 90 days, the U.S. requested the body on camera, et cetera, so I don't know what the status is.
Say that again, you would, what 9 days, retention period, kind of? Sure.
On November 30th, we had a pre-trial in November 30th.
Yeah.
You gave me a pad, photo of a gun, and fire.
Yeah,
You were still waiting for the body on camera and I will call.
yeah.
You say you
Ms.
requested.
Howard,
September 8th.
On Roach,
So we said today, you
Please,
passed
please.
20 days.
reason counsel to be available today.
So, I don't know the status.
Yeah, go ahead,
Alright.
I want to be reflected that it's not due to the court. Counsel's
yeah. Those are really
unavailable.
for live.
All right, who do you say you have, Mr.
There's a couple things we're getting more ready, Your Honor. Miss Sully's got a plea ready.
All right, I'm going to do Ms. Sully's plea, but if we have two quick things we can do before then, that'd be great.
Yeah, we can dates on the.
All right. Mr. Greenberg, this is State of Ohio versus Matthew Gooden, case number 2103327. Mr. Matthew Greenberg, attorney for Mr. Gooden, Mr. Nick Croswell with the State of Ohio. Mr. Gooden, Mr. Greenberg, is your client here today?
He is not.
All right, you waive his presence?
I read his presentation.
All right, thank you. Have you been in contact with him?
By phone, yeah, and by US mail.
All right, excellent. The last time you were here, you were waiting on body cam evidence.
Yes, I'm still waiting.
Still waiting? Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and continue this 30 days.
February 3rd.
February 3rd, does that work for you?
That's the day where I have video running to be so about 10.
No, let's not do that day.
I can do the second. That's the second, is good.
All right, February 2nd
Thank you.
at 9 a.m. Wait time?
Wait, time.
Okay. If your client shows up, you can, we'll make a note of it.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, have a good day.
You too. This,
Mr. Corey.
you said Mr. Clark is.
The same boat, he wants to wait on body camera, he's in the same, the same boat as
Okay, same situation,
the
okay,
immigration.
all right. And that's on State of Ohio versus Dwayne Underwood, case number B2104515. Mr. Dave Clark is present for Mr. Underwood, Mr. Nick Croswell from the State of Ohio. Still waiting on body cam,
Yes, ma'am, that's my understanding.
all right. And it has been requested, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Your client, is he here today?
He's not judged, and to be honest with you, I don't remember if he posted bond or not, I think he did,
He did.
because I don't have Should,
We don't have any record that he's in Destin.
that's what I thought. I haven't talked to him since I was in Fort Lash for the holiday and so on. I let him know that we had free trials.
All right,
Or you might know. The question I have, I know the prosecution has followed just because of the volume and getting body on camera from the police division. We have a March trial date.
Yeah.
How do you want me to proceed?
well, let's address it on our next date. Our next date will be the February 2nd or 3rd.
Okay,
And so let's address it then and see how we are.
this one.
What date is it, Ms. Howard?
The second or third, good, Judge.
Can we do the 3rd?
We can.
Thank you.
All right, February 3rd, 9 a.m.,
9:30.
9:30 a.m. All right, and I'm going to require your client's presence at the next hearing.
I'm sorry.
Your client's presence is required at the next hearing.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, Ms. Selby, let's see, let me look at your paperwork here. All right, this is the matter of State of Ohio versus Michael Evans, case number B210343. Mr. Evans is present in the courtroom this morning with his attorney, Ms. Selby, and Mr. McCroswell for the state of Ohio. Good morning, everyone. This matter is set for a clear trial setting today. We have a jury trial set February 14, 2022, but it's my understanding that the parties have reached an agreement here, and I've been provided plea forms. Is that accurate, Ms. Selby?
It is, Your Honor.
All right, is that your understanding too, sir? Okay. Are you the Michael Evans named in this indictment?
Sure.
Sir, how old are you?
62.
62? How far are you going to school, Mr. Evans?
11th grade.
All right. Did you ever obtain your GED?
It's now posted up in district.
All right. Are you okay to stand there, or would you like to sit at the table?
I'm going to sit at the table.
All right, I'll let you go and sit at the table. You all have to just keep your voices up.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That's it, too.
Yes. Sir, are you able to read and write the English language well? Have you ever served in the military? Are you a U.S. citizen? I have in my hand two forms. One is entitled Waiver of Trial by Jury. It's a single-page document. This is an acknowledgement by you that you understand that you have a constitutional right to have a trial. But when you sign this form, you're saying, I understand I have that right, but I am giving it up and waiving my right to a trial. Is that your understanding of what you were doing when you signed this form? Did you sign this form after consulting with your lawyer, Ms. Selby, about it?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, I recognize Ms. Selby's signature here, sir, but right here, there's a signature that says defendant. Is that your signature?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you have any questions about this form? Do you have any questions about your constitutional right to a trial? I also have in my hand a 3-page document entitled Entry Withdrawing Plea of Not Guilty and Entering a Plea of Guilty. On the 3rd page, there are signatures. I recognize the prosecutor's signature here, the Ms. Selby's signature here, and then here, sir, it says signature of defendant. Did you sign right here?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you very much. Mr. Prosecutor, would you please put the parties, your understanding of the parties' agreement regarding this matter?
We played plaintiff's charge.
All right, is that accurate, Ms. Selby?
It is, Your Honor.
Okay. And is that your understanding, sir, that you'll be pleading as charged? There's this 1-count indictment, having weapons while under disability, a felony in the 3rd degree, and your intention is to plead guilty today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Are you under the influence of any medications, drugs, or alcohol today?
No heart medication issues.
All right. And your heart medication, does it affect your thinking?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Do you now, have you ever suffered with or even been diagnosed with any type of mental health illness or difficulties?
No, ma'am.
Are you presently under any type of probation or community control supervision?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone threatened, forced, or coerced you in any manner into entering into this plea of guilty today?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything at all if you enter into this plea of guilty today?
No, ma'am.
Are you making this plea of your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, sir, the state has indicated that you are pleading as charged to this having weapons while under disability, a felony in the 3rd degree. Did you have an opportunity to go over this 3-page plea document with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand what it says?
Yes, ma'am.
Did your lawyer answer all of your questions about it?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions right now?
No, ma'am.
Mr. Evans, do you feel like you've had enough time to consult with Ms. Selby about your case in general?
Yes, ma'am.
Has Ms. Selby answered all of your questions to your satisfaction?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you had an opportunity to review or at least discuss the evidence that the state has against you with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Prosecutor, would you please put on the record whether, to your knowledge, the state has disclosed all discovery evidence, including any Brady material, if any?
We have.
Ms. Selby, do you acknowledge you see the same?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Evans, are you satisfied with your attorney, Ms. Selby?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, sir, do you understand the charge against you having weapons while under disability? Do you understand that if you plead guilty to this offense, you are making a complete admission that you committed the allegations contained in the indictment?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that if you plead guilty, the court may enter a judgment of guilt against you and proceed to sentence you immediately?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, this being a felony of the 3rd degree, do you understand that you are facing up to 36 months in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Also, do you understand that if I sentence you to prison, upon your release from prison, you could be on post-release control for up to 2 years? And if you violate the conditions of post-release control, you could be returned to the institution for a total of up to 1/2 of your original sentence. Do you understand? Are you on post-release control right now? Do you understand that if you are convicted of a new felony offense while on post-release control, that in addition to being punished for the new felony offense, the sentencing court could add an additional consecutive 1-year prison term or whatever time remains on your post-release control time, or whichever is greater?
Yes, ma'am.
Since this is a felony of the 3rd degree, community control is a possibility. Do you understand that I could place you on community control instead of sending you to prison, and I can put you on community control for up to 5 years? Do you understand that if you are placed on a community control sentence, you will have to abide by all probationary conditions as established by this court? And if I place you on community control and you violate the conditions of community control, you'll be brought back before me for a more restrictive sanction, which could include the imposition, among other things, of prison time up to the 36 months we discussed. You understand? Also, if I impose court costs and you fail to pay those court costs, I could order you to complete community service instead of paying the costs. Do you understand? Sir, at this time, do you have any questions? Now, when you plead guilty, you give up some very important constitutional rights that I need to make sure that you understand. Do you understand that you have a right to a trial, either to the court or to a jury of 12 persons? Do you understand that you have a right to confront witnesses here in open court and have them cross-examined by your lawyer? Do you understand that you have a right to have witnesses subpoenaed to come to court and testify on your behalf? Do you understand that at trial, it's the obligation of the state of Ohio to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt? Do you understand that you cannot be forced to testify against yourself at trial? Mr. Evans, do you understand each of these rights as I've explained them? Do you have any questions whatsoever? Do you understand that if you plead guilty, you are waiving or giving up all of these important constitutional rights? Knowing everything the court has discussed with you, do you still wish to enter a guilty plea to count 1, having weapons while under disability, a felony in the 3rd degree?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is there anything further from counsel before I accept the plea?
Your Honor, just as to the indictment, I do think there's a typo, as far as the underlying offense, and I guess Mr. Puzzle's prepared to take care of that.
All right.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
I come as lawyer, Your Honor, I was gonna seek to amend the indictment pursuant to Rule 7. The indictment for his disability included a case of trafficking heroin from Hamilton County under B 06-10750B on February 2nd, 2007. That was actually for trafficking in cocaine. The actual form by the grand jury were correct. That was being typed up. There was a scrivener's error. So I seek to amend trafficking heroin to trafficking cocaine.
Okay. And is there any objection to that amendment?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, that amendment to the indictment, which is really a clerical error, is accepted, and it changes the type of drug from heroin to cocaine, but does not change the level of offense or the type of offense, correct?
That's correct.
All right. Name your statement of facts.
Your Honor, about April 27th, 2021, Hamilton County, Ohio, the defendant did knowingly possess a firearm, having been prohibited from doing so, having been convicted under trafficking cocaine under B 06-10750B. Specifically, he had a shotgun, I believe it was, and shot himself in the foot.
He had a shotgun or
He shot himself in the foot with it.
I see. All right. Mr. Evans, did you hear what the prosecutor said you did?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it true?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. What is your plea to count 1, having weapons while under disability, a felony in the 3rd degree?
Guilty.
All right. Sir, what in the world happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
He shot in the sleeve. My father taught me how to hunt. Then I put it in the sleeve with the blood. And he cut it off. Took too much of it off.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, did you know that you weren't supposed to have it?
Yes, but, knowing that I'm not supposed to have it, people always talk to me about that out of that work, to hunt for food and stuff like that, and how to eat it, so, that's it.
Let the record reflect that Mr. Michael Evans was present in court with his attorney, Ms. Selby, and that Mr. Evans was informed of all of his constitutional rights, has made a knowing, intelligent, and voluntary waiver of those rights. The court finds that Mr. Evans understands the nature of the charge, the effect of the plea, as well as the maximum penalty which can be imposed. Finding it to be voluntary, the court accepts the guilty plea and finds Mr. Michael Evans guilty as to count 1, having weapons while under disability, a felony in the 3rd degree, in violation of revised code 2923.13, subsection A3. Is there any reason why sentence should not be entered today?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Are you requesting a PSI?
Yes, we are.
All right. So I will order a PSI. And we'll get a sentencing date for 30 days. Thank you. Third days for sentencing.
February 3rd.
That works for me, Your Honor.
All right, so we'll continue for sentencing. February 3rd, 9 a.m. And Mr. Evans, you must go to the probation department today for a pre-sentence investigation. You must cooperate fully with their investigation, answer all of their questions truthfully. They will prepare a report, a written report for me, and then your attorney and the prosecutor will get an opportunity to see it on the day of sentencing, and then we'll go forward, all right? And we'll see you back here on February 3rd, 2022 at 9 a.m., and the sentencing date will be vacated. All right, and Ms. Selby, it is not required, but I do strongly encourage sentencing memorandums.
Yes, Your
All
Honor.
right, thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you, Judge.
Ms. Selby has another thing. Ms. Selby, do you have him hold on so I can give you this paper?
Oh, yeah, it'll just be right after that.
Okay, he'll be outside the door.
Katie, do you need me this afternoon? One day?
All right, Ms. Selby, you have another case?
I do, Your Honor. I have Amadou Sana.
All right. Let's,
We'll wait on body camera on that. While you're on.
okay. And, all right. So still. Your client here today?
No, Your Honor.
Are you ladies present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Let's get 30 days on that, and so.
You want to do it the same day, Ms. Selby?
That would be great.
Okay.
All right, so that's February 3rd,
Yes, ma'am.
9 a.m. You wait time?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you in good contact with your client?
I am,
Okay.
both phone and email.
Okay, all right, thank you.
You need verbal consent, Ms. Selby?
I'm sorry.
Verbal consent for your signature?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Picture did for Jason Johnson.
Mrs. Johnson, we have, February 3rd, 9. Casey Johnson, February 3rd.
February, okay, thank you.
I think that's
That was it,
That's it, perfect. Good timing. Well, yeah, I believe it actually went about 10:15 to 20, because it's, you have to go down to Washington Park, where the, yeah, yes, I'm sorry, you want the council.
It'll be a cold day for that.
I know, very, very cold. Yeah. They, changed it because of the COVID numbers. It was supposed to be an easy call. They decided to put it outside.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, thank you. You probably get out those Zoom dates too.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
No, but we're not, maybe later on.
Okay. I'll be at my desk.
What do you say?
I'll be at my desk if you,
Okay, sounds good.
thank you.
Miss Melanie, you don't work with public defender's office, do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you be interested in taking any appointment cases out of this room?
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
I used to work for DPA over in Covington.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I think I actually heard it one of your. Have a good one.
Thank you. This guy's big time for everything, so. Ms. Howard, we can't turn this on.